Tonight we report on a new mayor appointed for the city of Ephrata, and Moses Lake has a new restaurant that's offering local ingredients. What's happening in sports, Sean?
Thanks, Alan. The Hardwood Classic tips off in Tacoma, and the Mariners play their first spring training game. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Well, all week long I've been telling you, get your plans ready for the weekend because we're looking for springtime weather here in the basin. Details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
Quincy is spending about $100,000 to buy equipment for a new fire truck. The City Council approved buying the equipment for the $437,000 truck. The equipment includes hose, breathing apparatuses, and tools. The city purchased the pumper truck in October to replace a 1969 vehicle the city owns. Grant County Fire District 3 Chief Don Fortier previously said the current truck is barely passing its safety tests. The council was split on two items, a thermal camera and a communication system used inside of the truck worth $14,000. After a discussion on the merits of the two items, the council decided to purchase them. A new painting will be on display in the Soap Lake City Council meeting room thanks to the city's attorney, Catherine Kennison. The painting depicts a piece of downtown Soap Lake and was created by a local artist. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Soap Lake City Attorney Catherine Kennison, who normally gives the City Council legal advice, stepped up to present council members with an early Christmas gift Wednesday night. Kennison gave the council a painting depicting a piece of downtown Soap Lake, which was created by popular Coulee City artist Don Nutt. The council tore off the gift wrapper to unveil the work of art. Kennison also complimented the council on its unique approach to conducting city business.
You have fought and struggled through your unique individualistic styles of approaching your task as city council members and mayors, but you get through it and you have done remarkable things in your community.
Mayor Raymond Gravel and other council members thanked her and were already discussing where to hang the painting in the Soap Lake City Council chambers. The mayor read a letter of appreciation from Kennison.
I would like to make a donation of artwork to display at City Hall. The donation is an original painting by local Coulee city artist, can we guess? Don Nutt, titled Myra's. Don is a favorite artist of mine, and I have long admired his ability to capture the spirit and the essence of his subject through lighting, color, and perspective. When I saw his painting, Myra's, I knew it should belong to the city for all Soap Lakers, past, present, and future, to enjoy.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
The city of Ephrata has appointed a new mayor, but not before saying farewell to longtime Mayor Chris Jacobson. Reporter Cameron Probert has that story.
With laughter and tears, Chris Jacobson said goodbye to the city he led for the past 12 years. Jacobson resigned from the mayoral position Wednesday night after deciding to move to Seattle. He was elected to the position in 2002 and worked on securing money to fix water pipes and roads in the city, along with other projects. He told the crowd in the city council chambers, local government can efficiently improve and protect the lives of residents.
In looking back, I'm proud of new development requirements that enforce quality construction practices, improved recreational programs, and momentum for continuing street improvements.
He said the past 12 years have been transformational and have been a great experience. City Administrator Wes Crago said the former mayor doesn't take as much credit for his successes in Ephrata as he should.
Chris has done a lot of big things on his watch. I'd like to say a couple of them. Water lines and streets residentially done. new technology equipment for the fire guys, for the police department, and for public works. Things that you're never going to see, a valve exercise, things to keep your water running. You won't ever think twice about it, but it makes things better and safer for all of us.
The City Council appointed Councilmember Bruce Rhyme to serve until November's election. Rhyme will have to run for re-election to remain in the position for the remaining 2 years of Jacobson's term. For iFiber One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after a short break.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my sundae, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Well, hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFiber Channel 1 News. Our forecast overnight tonight to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, looking pretty good. And it's brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. So the warmth is here. We start with our first 60-degree day, Friday. And that'll continue Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days of 60-degree weather. Now, Wednesday, we might hit 60, but some clouds and showers coming on in. And I clicked the button too fast. Turn the clocks ahead. Don't forget, Saturday night, we lose an hour's sleep. But we do gain at least another hour during the evening hours for sunlight. 55 and 28, the extremes. Double nickels for the daytime high. Not only here in Ephrata, but also in Moses Lake. Very same temperature. 25, though, a little colder start in Moses Lake. Now, tomorrow morning, it'll be chilly. Obviously, this time of the year, we have chilly starts to the days, but it's not going to be as chilly. The reason, well, we're already about 4 or 5 degrees above where we were exactly 24 hours ago, but also the bigger story is that the dew point's about 13, 14 degrees above where it was, and that helps us gauge where the overnight low will be. So probably 30, 32 degrees here in the city. Outlying areas still in the upper 20s to wake up to, but then the 60s come in. So it'll rebound nicely. We'll have a few passing clouds overnight tonight, a thin variety. It looks overdone here a bit, doesn't it? It looks like we're all socked in clouds. That's not going to be the rule. We'll see just some periodic clouds moving across the skies, and even by Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, just mostly sunny. Again, don't forget to turn the clock ahead Saturday night, Sunday morning. But as we slide into Sunday, things are looking just as nice with the mid-60s. Well, we won't quite hit the mid-60s in our neck of the woods, but they will down towards Olympia. Seattle might get close. Inland Northwest in the mid-50s. Still not too shabby. Not at all. Here in the Columbia Basin we go, and you can see temperature near 60 for most areas. And again, that'll be the first of at least 5 days that we hit 60. You want to see it? Well, here it comes. Look at this. Saturday, 63, Sunday 65, Monday 66. You know, I'm tempted to go in the high 60s by Monday. Wouldn't be surprised to see a 70 or 2 in the state somewhere close by. But the mild temperatures take us through the rest of the work week. Absolutely gorgeous. Little chance of a sprinkle Wednesday, and that might keep the soil wet for maybe some patchy fog to wake up to Thursday. But all in all, don't you agree? Looks pretty nice across the area. And again, I'm looking forward to a weekend. I hope you are too.
What better way to start the new year than in a new Toyota? We're making it easier than ever with 3 ways to save. Your choice of financing as low as 0%, up to $2,500 in customer cash back, or low payment leases on your favorite Toyota model, like RAV4, now just $199 per month. Just pick your favorite Toyota, the best savings options for you, and drive away. It's that easy, so start your year right. For full details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Both the Moses Lake girls and boys teams are ready to compete in the Hardwood Classic. It's the first time in school history both teams have advanced to the Final 8. The Chiefs are excited to show why they deserve to be in Tacoma. It's time for tip-off in Tacoma as the Moses Lake boys and girls teams gear up for the 2015 Hardwood Classic. Moses Lake High School had a nice send-off for the teams before they boarded buses for the trip. The Moses Lake boys team has a tough first opponent in Federal Way. The Eagles are ranked number 1 in the state for 4A. Head coach John Homan thinks his team is ready for the challenge.
You know, they're supposedly, a great team. And so, I guess, if you got to play a team like that, it's better to play them first while you're fresh and you've prepared for them. So I think it's a great opportunity.
The Lady Chiefs face off against Skyview in the quarterfinal round. Lady Chief head coach Matt Strophe says his girls couldn't be more excited.
Coaches, we've been worrying about, watching film and the logistical part of it and let the excitement go to the girls. But definitely the girls are excited to be going back for the second year in a row. And luckily enough for us, this is the 5th time at the Tacoma Dome in the last 8 years. So they're pretty excited to keep our traditions going.
Coach Strophe thinks Moses Lake shouldn't be overlooked after what has been an historic winter sports season.
I think for all of our winter sports, between girls bowling taking 5th, our wrestling team winning the state championship, our boys swim taking 5th, and now the boys and girls get to go to the Tacoma Dome together for the first time in school history. I think that's really huge. I think that's really good for our school and our community.
Moses Lake boys head coach John Homan knows his team is ready to make some noise in the tournament.
There's a reason why we're here, and whether or not, we get any respect throughout the state, we deserve to be here.
We'll have an update on the Chiefs with highlights come Monday. Baseball is back, well, at least in Arizona. Seattle Mariners played their first official spring training game yesterday, winning 4-3 over the Padres. M-Star pitching prospect Taijuan Walker threw 2 scoreless innings, giving up 1 hit with 2 strikeouts. Seattle hitting prospect DJ Peterson hit the first homer for the M's in spring training, and Jesus Montero went 2 for 2 with 2 singles. The M's take on the Padres again today, with Roenis Elias taking the mound. That'll be a fun battle to keep an eye on this spring, as both Taijuan Walker and Roenis Elias are fighting for that 5th and final spot in the starting rotation. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a new family-owned restaurant in Moses Lake that's using all locally grown food for its fine cuisine menu. Reporter Jeff Chu stopped by the new business and has the story.
That's really hard for me.
Moses Lake's new family-owned dining establishment, Simmer, is a place with the locavore in mind. In case you're wondering, a locavore is someone who supports buying and eating locally produced food. After all, Grant County is in the heart of Washington's agricultural industry. The restaurant is located at 101 East Broadway Avenue. Simmer owner chef Chris Selfridge has the endorsement of his mother, Lori Steinbach, who is an investor in Simmer. She's also helping with the restaurant's startup and wonders why local sources have not been used more to produce fine cuisine.
We are in the perfect area, and I don't know why it hasn't been done before. I thought for a long time that Moses Lake needs something different, and he's an awesome chef.
Candace Stetner, who grew up in Quincy and comes to Simmer as a chef from Lake Havasu City, says meats are cooked on an Argentine grill using cherry or apple wood or other woods, depending on the menu.
Everything's going to be local. We're going to try to do as much organic as possible, farm to table, everything from scratch. So we're trying to do something special here at Simmer.
Stetner has worked at other fine restaurants around the Columbia Basin.
I've worked at Cave B, which is over by the gorge, and then a lot of places in Wenatchee and Ephrata and Leavenworth.
The restaurant seats more than 40 and will have a full bar once the state liquor license comes through.
We're going to do a lot of classic cocktails and a lot of local wine and beer. Even our hard alcohol is all from Washington and Oregon, except for I think 3 bottles, which are like rum and scotch, which are not made around here.
Head chef Chris Selfridge is not afraid to experiment with the likes of kale salad, desserts, and other fine cuisine lesser known to the area. Simmer is open for lunch and dinner. Hours are 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for lunch. For dinner, Simmer is open from 4:30 to 9 p.m. Tuesday to Thursday and 4:30 to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Simmer, which has a Facebook page, can be contacted by phone at 509-855-9831. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your #1 news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today. What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Welcome back. Grant County may be able to connect the fairgrounds to Moses Lake sewer system without the city annexing the property. The commissioners are asking the city council to consider a proposal to change the city's annexation policy at the council's next meeting. The commissioners sent a letter to the city following a meeting last week to discuss how the county could connect the fairgrounds to the city's sewer system. Council members Todd Voth and Bill Ekert suggested the city change the policy to allow an exemption for the fairgrounds. Mayor Dick Dean opposed the proposal, saying he didn't want to create an exception other entities might use to get city services without having to pay taxes to the city. The county wouldn't pay property taxes to the city if the land were annexed because government agencies do not pay property taxes. Plans for a 180-unit apartment complex were submitted to the city of Moses Lake for a building permit. Seattle-based Evergreen Housing Development Group proposes constructing the Chelsea Park Apartments in 12 buildings on about 8 acres north of West Valley Road and west of Grape Drive. The company proposed 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments with 1 or 2 bathrooms. The company's building application notice with the city proposes a community center, swimming pool, and 320 parking spaces, including 33 carports. The project received preliminary plat approval. City officials said they still need to analyze the impact to traffic. Ephrata is planning a series of community parks cleanups with the first event set for Saturday at Lions Park. According to Parks and Recreation Director Ray Towery, the city's Parks and Recreation Commission is organizing cleanup days throughout the year for residents to volunteer an hour of their time to clean up local parks, get people outdoors, and build a sense of community while working with neighbors. Saturday's cleanup begins at 9 a.m. at Lions Park, located at 755 Parkway Boulevard. Volunteers are asked to bring work gloves, rakes, and shovels. Any groups or businesses interested in providing help are asked to contact Towery at 509-754-6963 before Friday. In Northwest news, the parents of a 6-year-old Oregon boy who was punished by his school for being late to class too many times said the mom's health and an unreliable car were to blame for their child's tardiness. This week, their community stepped up to help the family. Reporter Cassie Nelson has the story.
It's been a rough couple weeks for Mark Camello and his family. These photos of their 6-year-old Hunter went viral after his grandmother posted them to social media. The Lincoln Elementary student is sitting behind a cardboard box called a confidential cubby. The school placed him there for being tardy to school too many times. But the family says it's his mom's poor health and their unreliable car that makes them late.
We're just a working class family and doing the best we can with what we got.
The photographs caught the attention of people across the nation, and residents in the valley were quick to act.
You see that minivan sitting right there? That's yours.
Really?
The family showed up at Kelly's Automotive Service Tuesday night in Grants Pass expecting to hear that their car wasn't worth fixing, but instead a happy ending.
I'm just blown away to see the community come together like this and see that there's still good people out there. People really care.
There were several groups involved, including Kelly's Automotive Service, KMED Radio, and Rapid Repo, that helped bring the idea of a van donation to life.
We did some work on it, about $1,300 worth of work on it, to get it up and going so that it's going to be a safe and reliable vehicle for them.
A labor of love from the small Southern Oregon community.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.